Thank you so much for joining me. I am Natasha L. Brown, healing evangelist, holistic advocate, and I am the host of My New Peace Radio, which we will be airing on Facebook, New Peace Wellness with Natasha, as well as YouTube. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube page, definitely go ahead and do so, as well as click the bell so you'll know when we're going live. And also, if you are on Facebook and you just happen to come across this, go over to Natasha, New Peace Wellness with Natasha, and go ahead and like the page so you will get alerts there. Just in case I do something separate. Today, we're on both of those platforms and definitely excited about sharing in season wellness because many people are taking just randomly taking herbs and supplements, drinking any kind of water. There are so many different things that as I learn how vast God is with what He has provided us in the earth, it always amazes me. God doesn't amaze me because I know that there's always more to learn about Him. But what He has put in the earth, we have not even scratched the surface of those things that we can utilize. So as you are coming in, drop a comment. What are you consuming at this time? Whether it be a supplement, whether it be a herb, what type of water are you drinking? And also, if you're watching this in the replay, just put hashtag replay. And just want to give you a little information about me. I am, again, Natasha L. Brown, host of My New Peace Radio. And as a healing evangelist and holistic advocate, I am also an author and speaker. I have written 4 self-help or self-improvement books directly designed to help you improve in your overall wellness. So, hence holistic. We don't just focus on one aspect. Just like during the colder months, most people only focus on their immune system when the entire body, the entire ecosystem works together. So, every system in the body, not just your immune system, needs to be targeted, and we need to make sure that all cells are working together to keep us well because when they're not working together, what happens? We get dis-ease in the body, you get illness, you get sickness, you're not able to function and do what it is you need to do. So, my disclaimer, this is an informational session. I am not a medical professional. All broadcasts are used to assist you in starting your holistic journey as well as maintaining it in the right direction. Always seek medical attention from your primary care physician, and for all medical emergencies, dial 911. So, what is it that we should be doing? And more so than not, my goal is to help you be proactive before, not reactive. And that's how I got into holistic health. I was being reactive from a diagnosis of cancer many years ago when my children were younger, and I was directed to holistic health. And after seeing how you can begin to heal the body by properly eating, properly hydrating, exercising, and making sure that spiritual, mental, and emotional peace is on track with what God has designed in His Word, it was amazing to me. And I definitely had to become a part of that. So, proactive is what I want to share with you. So, there is an entire list that I have for spring foods, and we'll be doing a session on that shortly. So, whathappenedtoyourlastmeal.com, you can go there, contact me, and I will put you on our email blast. So when we do the next seasonal class, you can be a part of that and you can get the information you need. So, we'll be going into spring next month, right? We're still in winter. So if you weren't a part of that class a couple of several weeks ago now, then you may be eating the wrong foods. You may be drinking the improper water. And I put the link in the description on both Facebook and YouTube for the water. Antioxidant water is something you should be consuming now, which is going to give you not just the alkaline, but also the antioxidants your body needs during this time. And it is a beautiful thing to make sure that you are hydrating your body and helping your body heal faster. Sometimes our body is getting ready to go through a transition and we don't even realize it because we haven't been listening to our bodies. So that will keep you on track. You can drink, just depending on what your situation is, you can hydrate with a couple of those bottles a day, and then the rest of the time you can do a good quality spring water. There's a particular, well, a couple of brands of spring water that have become very popular, and they put toxins in the water. So definitely you want to know what's in your water. Don't just trust what's in the water. Don't just trust what's in a vaccine. Don't just trust what's in a supplement bottle. Read everything. Do your research. Ask questions. And if the person you're asking can't answer, find someone that can. And even when you do a web search, find out what the source is, because sometimes the search that you found is someone that is supporting and benefiting financially from that particular review. So always keep that in mind. All right. So what the some of the things we want to make sure you are avoiding on a regular basis, unless you have had some type of medical or holistic advice to consume these particular products, you do not want to be consuming them just haphazardly or because a non-medical professional or a non-holistic practice. I've been doing this. This year is our 15th year. We are celebrating 15 years with New Peace Wellness, which is my holistic ministry that is going to give you, just like we said, keeping you on track, right? So getting you and maintaining that wellness component is what we do. We've been doing this for 15 years. So I have some backing, and many things as I learn them, I share them. I used to push warm lemon water in the morning, and definitely that is something I would encourage my clients to do. But lemons are the hybrid or the genetic version of the lime. So the lime is what God created. So you still can do that warm water. And if you need something in it, you can do lime instead of lemon. We don't want to do the lemons because the lemons are not what we need in our body, especially during this season. The lime is the original fruit, and that is what we want to be using between those two. Also, vitamin D in any form, because it's not actually a vitamin, it is actually a hormone. And many people don't even realize that because of the name, they think it's okay to take it. And it is found in many things. So definitely pay attention. And a couple of weeks, a couple of weeks ago, my holistic mentor was talking about vitamin D3. And when I did a search for some of the information, it is actually a rat poison. It's used to poison, kill rats. So be mindful again, read your labels and do your research before consuming anything. If you have not had, especially a blood test, and telling you that you need particular vitamins and minerals, you should not be consuming them without some type of proper instruction, especially for a long period of time, because you don't know what damage you could be doing to your body. Damage from a supplement, damage from anything if you're consuming an excess amount and your body doesn't need it. Because once you get to your limit, your body doesn't know what to do with it. So it stores it in the wrong place, and it makes your organs, especially your liver, work harder than it needs to. So definitely keep all of those things in mind. Let's see, vitamin C. Many people are doing vitamin C, especially this time of the year, or even all year long. But you may not need vitamin C, right? Garlic is another big one. Garlic, it should only be used medicinally because it is so strong. We shouldn't even be cooking and using the fresh bulbs. We should only be using it as needed because garlic is very powerful. And if you take it by itself, it gives you that burning sensation. And a lot of times you're basically upsetting wherever it's targeting, whether it could be upsetting your stomach and causing damage in your gastrointestinal system, or it could be causing issues with your heart, your blood. Definitely, you only want to take these supplements if you are directed by a professional, right? Many of your herbs are seasonal, and I don't think we realize that, because I know I didn't until I began to get an education on which herbs were seasonal. And we don't think about that because we go to the grocery store and whatever we want is there. It's not a matter of whether it's in season regionally or not. And if we ate in season regionally, we would definitely get a better benefit because we're eating what is right here in our community. But because, again, the grocery store has what we need, and you can grow anything anywhere in the world and then ship it to the grocery store and we can eat it, we don't think about eating in season, which well, many years ago now, it was something that was important because you had more people growing their own food. You had more people that were more considerate of the land and the surroundings, which a lot of times we are not doing. So we want to keep in mind to eat seasonally. What is growing right now in your region? And if you are into gardening, any kind, even if it's just a window box that you have, usually if you are getting your seeds in a packet, there is a scale. It'll give you the timeline for when it should grow in your area and when it is going to do the best. So, regionally, what should you be eating now? And I can give you a list of different things, but is it going to help you for your region? Right? So that's also something you want to keep in mind. We talked about the water, spring water, and antioxidant water. Again, the link for the antioxidant water is in the description. And I will do a few foods off the list. But definitely, again, find out what's going on in your region. So if you are like me and you do grains with most of your meals, then what you want to do is make sure you're eating the proper grains, right? So you have, and I'm not going to give any brands, but black rice, red quinoa, and these are spring foods. Keep in mind, because remember, we're preparing for spring. So you can start getting all of this stuff. So you'll be prepared when spring comes in next month. Let's see, what else can I give you? Those are definitely some things you want to get because the grains are going to help complete your meal. Spring vegetables. And do you know the difference between a vegetable and a fruit? Well, we won't get into that. But make sure all of your fruits have seeds in them. Brussels sprouts, mustard greens, turnip greens, dandelion, chard, kale, any of this, and be mindful of your chard and kale because they are doing some things to that. So any of these that I'm recommending, you want to get them in an organic form. Let's see. Um, Squash and zucchini. Now, let me tell you this for winter, what you want to do, especially right now, before the winter season ends, fermented foods are going to be a big thing. And all of those are going to be in the cold section of your grocery store. And a lot of those foods are going to be readily and easily found. The ones that promote that they are probiotics in, say, a lot of your dairy products, you're not actually getting the full benefit of the probiotic if you are eating it with the flavors. So if you get plain yogurt, you're going to get more of what you need. And it doesn't even have to say probiotic on the front because the way they culture it is going to make sure that you get what you need, right? So plain yogurt, um, plain kefir, those two are definitely going to be good for your gut health. And that's what you want to make sure that you are doing what you need to maintain your body. And it's going to help eliminate a lot of waste, which, especially with those that have that extended midsection, you think it's a lack of exercise. Well, that, and two, because you may have excess waste in your system that is just sitting there. So you want to get that out. And those are just a few fermented foods. You can do fermented vegetables as well. So definitely keep those things in mind. And there's just a few. Like I said, if you want to get the full list, definitely contact me and let me know that you want to get the spring list, and I will put you on the mailer so that you can get an email when we are having our next class. And if at any point you want to get on a program, detox cleanse, depending on what time of year you're wanting to get started, weight loss, any of that is what we do with New Peace Wellness. And what you want to make sure you do is get on some type of program if you have not been loving your body the way you need to, and you want to get into a better holistic state. Definitely keep that in mind, because what people are doing now, everyone's jumping on the vaccine bandwagon, which is an easy out if it doesn't kill you, because you don't know what's in it. If you haven't done the research, you don't know how your body is going to react to it if you haven't done the research. And sometimes you can do the research. Many people have gotten deathly ill from just taking a simple flu vaccine, right? Because they didn't know how their body was going to respond. So keep in mind, is it worth taking the vaccine and maybe losing your life versus just doing what you need to do? God has provided everything we need. These vehicles that we wear, these earthly suits, are designed to heal themselves. God equipped us with everything we need. He put everything in the earth so that we can consume what we need in order to heal our bodies. Just because we've gotten away from doing it naturally does not mean those items are still not here in the earth. So definitely keep that in mind. And I just wanted to share just a little information on what you can do seasonally, because many people are taking the vaccine out of fear, and you're still going to have to live in this body, so you need to know how to take care of it. And taking care of it does not mean taking a supplement, taking an herb only. It means making sure your entire ecosystem has what it needs in order to survive. Are you loving your body? We can eat and exercise, get proper sleep, do everything in season, but mentally and emotionally, if we are off track, we are still damaging our body, right? So the entire body, your entire being works as one, and you have to give it what it needs in order to make sure you are working it. So again, I am Natasha L. Brown, host of My New Peace Radio, and also I'm a healing evangelist and holistic advocate and founder of New Peace Wellness. And I just want you to be proactive in your holistic health. I want you to be well in every area of your life. So it starts with you. What decision have you made in order to make sure you're getting what you need? Are you getting foods in season? Very important for our bodies, especially regionally. Are you drinking the proper water, which right now would be spring water and antioxidant water? You can get water, alkaline water too. Do not consume a lot of it. So you may want to rotate between the spring and the alkaline if you have that. And also find out which herbs are in season, which vitamins that you are deficient in. Don't just take vitamins to be taking them. Take what you need to support your body, because if you're getting an overabundance, you're doing as much harm as if you're not getting anything. So just a few tips for you to keep in mind. If you have any questions on any of the information that you've heard today, as well as anything from the previous, if you go back through any of the videos on YouTube or Facebook and you have any questions, just inbox me. Or you can go to whathappenedtoyourlastmeal.com, whathappenedtoyourlastmeal.com, and click the Contact Us tab. All right. So I am Natasha L. Brown. And as always, I want you to remember that I love you, and that self love, self care, self compassion, as well as living, eating, and drinking in season are your superpowers. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Thank you.